Have you guys been looking for me? Well, guess what? You found me in the kitchen with Angela, Creole Roots in the house. All things New Orleans. Today I'm making breakfast. It's Saturday. And I wanted to just show you what I do for breakfast when my children are around. I'm probably not going to eat all this, but I'm making our famous Louisiana sweet potato pancakes. So I already pre-boiled the sweet potatoes right here. Okay, I'm gonna leave the description. I'm gonna leave the recipe in the description down below for our Louisiana pancakes, sweet potato version. Okay, and I'm gonna give you all the key points. I'm gonna just go ahead and get this started. I have my pan preheated. Like I said in the beginning, I actually pre-boiled the sweet potatoes in butter and cinnamon. Okay, and then what you do, you can puree them if you like, but I don't want to. I like to have the little bits and pieces and chunks in my sweet potatoes, so I don't want it pureed. I want the little bite pieces when I make it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some flour. It's about 1.5 cups of flour, okay? And then I'm going to add 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder, because you want them fluffy, right? And you want them to rise. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3.5. Okay, and that's baking powder, not baking soda. I love this brand right here. This is my favorite brand, okay? Then I'm gonna use some salt. Okay, I have this is not eggs. This is my butter. It's like a 1/4 cup of butter, okay? I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla to that, to my butter, okay? And then I also have 2 eggs. I'm gonna whisk them, 2 large eggs, okay? And I have whole milk as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sprinkle in some cinnamon. Still, I know I cooked it in cinnamon and butter, but still, we're gonna do it again. And then I'm gonna use a little nutmeg. Okay, now that's done. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just blend it. Remember, I like the chunks, okay? And I know I was supposed to do the sifting and all that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it's still gonna come out good. This is breakfast. But now, don't get me wrong. When I do make my cakes, yeah, my cakes gotta be done correct. So I do sift and all that. So I'm just going ahead and mixing all these ingredients up. Okay, I'll push my pan out the way for a minute so you can see it. Okay, my sweet potato mixture. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my butter and vanilla in to the side. Remember, you never put heated, I'm sorry about that. You never put heated stuff against eggs because you'll wind up cooking the eggs. You don't want to do that. So I let the butter cool down first. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my whole milk, a little bit at a time. And we're making sweet potato pancakes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get my ingredients mixed up. Remember, I like the lumps. So I'm getting that in there. And And I'm going to use this whole cup of milk. So I already have my pan preheating. I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied this morning. So I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. I'm making sweet potato pancakes this morning. And what I don't eat, you know, I'm gonna save, put it in the freezer. You can save these up to 6 months. And oh, I'm spilling. It's okay. We got this. I'm spilling, but it's okay. We got this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make, like I said, I'm gonna do all this, okay? I have to also make a cake for my daughter-in-law today. Her and my son will be back. They're in Austin celebrating her birthday at a winery. So I am making her birthday cake today. You might not see that on camera, but I am making it. I may try to decorate it on camera, but right now, I don't think I want to. So yeah, this is a good consistency right here. I got my good ladle and my pan is heating up. I'm gonna turn that up. And then I have all my ingredients. Sweet potatoes already have sugar in them naturally, so you don't have to add sugar, but you can add sugar, and you can also add oatmeal to this too. You know, you can use oats, but this is the consistency. See it? Good old pancake mix. And then I'm gonna start by moving all this out the way. Okay, I need to clean up this little area real quick. Okay, and then get all this down here. Just wipe up my area. And I'm letting my pan heat up. And I'm gonna make y'all some pancakes this morning. So if you like my recipes and more, go ahead, click the bell to be notified. Let others know when videos drop as well. Invite others to my channel. And go ahead and click on the description down below. And we're gonna start getting these sweet potato pancakes taken care of. I think I'm gonna use this, but you can freeze them. You have to let them cool down completely. You can freeze them for other days. So I'm just moving some stuff out the way that I already used. And we're gonna get these pancakes done. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the pan. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a ladle to make these pancakes. So drop them down. I'm gonna turn down the heat just a little bit. And this is almost considered like a 1.5 cup ladle. So I'm just making these sweet potato pancakes today. And the way you know that the pancakes are ready, let me get this out the way, is when they start bubbling up on the top, and then you can flip them, right? So I'm just in my kitchen doing my own thing. When it's your kitchen, you do what you do in your kitchen. So this is breakfast time. I decided to make some sweet potato pancakes. I only may eat one with a boiled egg, but the rest of them, I can put them away. All you do is you put them in a pan. I have my sheet pan right here. And you let them cool down completely. And then what you do, you line them with parchment paper and you put them in what we call a freezer bag. Of course, you know, we got our little freezer bag. And you line them with the parchment paper to keep them separated. and then you can freeze them up to 6 months. But I also may get my daughter to come over, and I'll give them to her for the kiddos, for my grandkids. So they're trying to cook. We have to let them do what they do. I have my spatula here. I'm pulling out my spatula, and we're cooking down on about 300. But we have to see, I'm starting to see them bubble, which is good. Okay, so just a little story time now. So I decided to, step back a little bit, because remember I told you guys I'm not working right now. After 9 years, I did lose my job, which is okay. I was gonna rush and go get a job, but I don't feel like I want to. It's not time for me to do so yet. So I decided to focus on cooking, because cooking makes me happy. I love to cook. I love to create things. I love to do different dishes. I have no problem with cooking. I can cook a whole Thanksgiving meal myself. I really don't have a problem with that. That's like my good space, cooking. And I like to make things happen and make things taste good. And I'm gonna ask you all the time about, how does it taste? Even though my children say, "Ma, you know how it tastes is great," So, but still, every cook wants to know, how do you like it, right? So I'm just one of those people, even though I know it's good, I still like to get the evidence that it's good, right? So I'm just one of those people, even though I know it's gonna be right, I still have to have recognition to know, or if I need anything extra, things like that. So I guess I'm kind of like a perfectionist or something, but whatever it is, I just love to cook. I get it from my mother. I get it from my grandmother. They were Creole cooks in New Orleans. They actually worked in restaurants and in tep houses. My grandmother and my mother worked in a tep house. It was a college house where these guys had my mother and my grandmother. They paid them to run the kitchen and cook for them. So it was really cool, getting to know the things that I did learn from my parents, my mother, my grandmother, my aunts. They all knew how to cook, and it just fell on us. Even though my parents and grandparents died when we were younger, still they have you in the kitchen as early as you can get in the kitchen, So it was good to be able to learn, and grow. But I also decided to create my own recipes, like the Louisiana sweet potato pancakes. It's old school, and I like to keep stuff old school. I don't like to change stuff too much unless you have dietary needs. You have to, then do it. The healthier the better, because I'm not saying everything that we did eat in New Orleans was healthy, but because of different health conditions and things that you develop when you get older, sometimes you gotta taint your recipes. You gotta do a little bit different things, but it still can taste great. Like instead of using so much rice, I also use cauliflower, which is a carb, but it's a good carb. So you can change your recipes to make your life sustainable. And that's what I basically do. Sometimes like my gumbo, we're not messing with that. That's automatic. No, gumbo is good, and you can make all kinds of gumbos. It really is what you like. So if you're allergic to seafood, take the seafood out of your gumbo. It'll be a sausage and chicken gumbo. You see what I'm saying? So recipes can be maneuvered in a different way to help your need. So if you like my recipes and more, all you have to do is click the bell to be notified when my recipes drop. Check out the description below for my recipes. Invite others to my channel, and just enjoy your day cooking. Meal prepping is good. You prep the things that you need the day before so that when the day of comes, you can go ahead and make some good dishes, right? And it's not chaotic. It's not overwhelming because you planned ahead. They're starting to rise and get thick like I like. I'm glad I'm starting to see them get the indentions in there. And then we're gonna flip them. So I tried it earlier to see what it's looking like. And it's getting pretty. I wanted to have a little bit more color than I got. So I know I'm goofy, but yeah, it needs a little bit more color, give it some texture, right? So it just looked like something on my forehead, but it's not. I'm good. It just looked like, but I guess it's my lighting, but don't worry about it. We got this. So I just wanted to show you how to make our Louisiana sweet potato pancakes with all this goodness. I'm not gonna even use any syrups or butters or anything on top of my pancakes. I may just heat it up. You can even add whipped cream, pecans, all that. You could do a little pecan little situation. And I just wanna go ahead and get it flipped. There it is, you see? Isn't that pretty? Now that's color, I like that. So we're gonna do another one. Flip that and let it cook on its side. Scoop that out the way. And then we're gonna get this other one in here and we're gonna flip that. Isn't that pretty? Sweet potato pancakes, that's what I'm talking about. So there you have it, guys. I just wanted to show you. This is In the Kitchen with Angela, all things New Orleans. I'm Creole Roots in the house. Just wanted to come to you and show you what I do for breakfast sometimes. Not all the times, because sometimes I don't even eat until I'm ready to eat. That's just how I do it. But these are my sweet potato pancake. This is the recipe. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, you can add pecans on there. You could do a little syrup on there, honey, whatever you want. Anything extras, you can add that. So if I was doing a brunch, I would add the extras to give it a little more pièce resistance, you know. But I'm gonna take and hold on to these. This will be breakfast for me. One for today, one for Sunday, and then one for Monday probably. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this batter, get all these pancakes made, and I'm gonna put them on a sheet pan to let them rest. Then we're gonna freeze them up for 6 months. So thank you so much, you guys, for joining me on my channel. Each weekday, I may have 1 or 2 videos for you, and if it's during the week and I don't feel like doing something, I want to do something, then I might drop a video for you again. But this is my pancakes, sweet potato, Louisiana, old-fashioned sweet potato pancakes. Flip that over. It's a beautiful pancake. There you have it. So we have some good pancakes here. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out, put them on my sheet pan. And I'm gonna let you see. Ooh, they smell so good too, you guys. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Sweet potato pancakes. Yes, you can still stack them. It's no problem. So I'm using my Baker's Joy. I like this. So I'm gonna spray another one. And thank you so much for joining me on my channel. This is In the Kitchen with Angela, Creole Roots, all things New Orleans. Go ahead and check out that description. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing. Have a great day. Bye. It's not working, you guys. Sometimes it works.